Before we get to my Week 6 fantasy roster, it's time to do the ugly part. It's time to talk about injuries. And the main position that's hurt is quarterback. Drew Willie in Winnipeg, Kevin Glenn in Saskatchewan. Like the Rough Riders don't have enough things to worry about right now. Both those guys, highly questionable. Both got hit hard. Both have been injured in the past, especially Drew Willie. I would avoid those guys. And also, in case you don't know, John Cornish, he's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. It's going to be interesting to see who's running the ball in Calgary, but obviously avoid Cornish. And finally, I feel like a broken record about Luke Tasker, but he is close to returning. It will be interesting once he does return, how he works in to Hamilton's wide receiver core. Moving on now to my fantasy roster for Week 6. Let's start at the quarterback position. And there's going to be a theme throughout. The Hamilton-Toronto game, I think this is going to be a shootout. I'm going to start with Trevor Harris. Did you see how well he played in the second half against the BC Lions? Down 21-0. Most quarterbacks with that lack of experience, they would have folded, but not him. A bunch of touchdowns. He's thrown a lot of yardage. He has been the biggest surprise in the CFL this year. I like him against Hamilton. Next up at running back, well, CJ Gable returned. And would you know it? 20 carries. Ken Austin gave the ball to a running back 20 times. I know, I'm as shocked as you. I don't expect that, but I'm still expecting between 18 and 22 touches. He is going to be the focus of this offense. Speaking of Hamilton's offense, Andy Fantuz did nothing in the first half against Saskatchewan. He was huge in the second half. He was an inch away from a touchdown. He had a bunch of critical catches. And the one thing we know about Andy Fantuz, he lights up the Toronto Argonauts. Big fan of Fantuz. Keeping with the battle of QEW, Kevin Elliott, the wide receiver in Toronto. We are seeing a youth movement. Chad Owens, not as much of a big deal. And after the injury to Andre Drury, you have all these young guys making catches. Well, you're going to get great value with Elliott. He has scored a touchdown in each of his last 3 games and had just over 80 yards. Big fan of what's going on there at the wide receiver position. Next up, let's go kicker. Sticking with Toronto, Ronnie Pfeffer, a very interesting last name. But here's the thing about him. He's been great all year. Expect several field goals and a couple extra points. This is going to be a high-scoring game. I love the over. I have no idea what the over is, but I would take it. Defensively, I love the Edmonton Eskimos against Saskatchewan. And I know what you're thinking. What are you doing? Saskatchewan's got the best offense. But there's injuries at the quarterback position. Kevin Glenn might be out. Edmonton, best defense. And if you see any of Brett Smith in the game at quarterback for the Rough Riders, cha-ching. That'll be a good pick. Finally, at value, I'm a broken record, but until they raise his value, you need to take Shakir Bell every week, the running back from Edmonton. All he does is rip off huge gains, make guys miss, and piles up lots of yardage, and yet he's still going for under 100,000. By the way, speaking of value, do you realize the roster I've just given you, under $1 million? I'm basically the dollar store of your fantasy roster. Of course, I'm a dollar store when it comes to making my picks overall. 0-4, again, such shame. Anyway, that is the roster I like for Week 6. Good luck with Week 6. Again, tweet us at CFL or at mcauz56. Love to hear about your rosters. Good luck. The key thing is that we all enjoy my misery. My misery. I'm going 4-0 this week.